Jai Hind to all. This is Vivek Srivastava sir, and I am here with new video that is related to class 7 history. And today I will describe you the Gond Kingdom. Okay, so beta, without wasting any time, just start explanation of this chapter. Take your book and see from the book. Firstly, we will discuss about the administration system of Gond Kingdom. So, the Gonds developed a centralized system of administration where the main power was vested in Rajas. Okay, it means the kings, the Rajas. Each Gond kingdom was divided into regional called Ghars. Okay? A Ghar was controlled by the particular Gond clan and was further divided into unit of 84 villages, okay, known as Chaurasi. A Chaurasi was further divided into 7 Brahots, and each Brahot comprised 12 villages. Clear? So, when we are going to discuss the administrative system of Gond king, then we will find that each kingdom it was divided into different regions that was known as Ghar. Okay, that is known as Ghar. Okay, it means different Ghar. After that, that Ghar, it was divided into 84 villages. Every Ghar has 84 villages. Okay? Clear? And now that villages were known as Chaurasi. In Hindi, 84 known as Chaurasi. So these villages were known as Chaurasi. Okay. Now each village, it was divided into 7 Bharot. Village divided into 7 Bharots. Clear? And each Bharot comprised 12 villages. And each village has 12 villages. Each Bharot has 12 villages. Clear? It means in one Bharot, what is Bharot? Bharot is the combination of 7 villages. Clear? Okay. So that was the kingdom, that was the condition over there. Now we will discuss about the influence of Brahmins and Rajputs over there. Initially, the Gond had an equalitarian society which no distinctions on the basis of caste. However, as the area under the Gond kingdom increased, the Gond society was slowly divided by unequal social classes. The Brahmins occupied an important place in the Gond society as the Rajas employed the Brahmins from Varanasi as priests and gave them land grants. The Gond Rajas also Persianized Sanskrit, which was language of Vedic Brahmins. Now the Gond Rajas wanted to identify as the Rajput, so they adopted impressive titles used by the Rajputs. For example, Amandas, the Gond Raja of Gadkatanga, took the Rajput title of Sangram Shah. They had matrimonial alliances with Rajput, as in the case of Amandas' son Dalpat, who married the Chandel Rajput princess Durgavati. Okay. Now next topic, that is the external threat of Gadkatanga. What is that? Unfortunately, Dalpat died young, leaving behind his queen Rani Durgavati and a 5-year-old son, Bir Narayan. Rani Durgavati started ruling Garhkatanga as the regent of Bir Narayan. The kingdom expanded further and became more prosperous under the able leadership of Rani Durgavati. In 1565 CE, Akbar's forces invaded the kingdom. Rani Durgavati fought bravely and defended her kingdom, but was defeated. Both Rani Durgavati and his son sacrificed their lives fighting the Mughals. The Mughal took away a large number of precious coins and elephants as war booty. They also annexed a part of kingdom and placed the rest under the control of Bir Narayan's uncle. That was Chandra Shah. The Gond king became weak and was gradually taken over by the Bundels and Marathas. The Gond kingdom might have ceased to exist, but Gond continued to thrive in the forested regions of central India. Okay, students. Thus the Gond kingdom is over now. In the next video, I will describe you the Ahom kingdom. It means the kingdom of Ahoms. Okay? Wait for the next video. Till then, enjoy watching my channel. Have a nice day. Thank you.